Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the next update for Dr. Mario World. And this one was going to be really exciting for me. I thought we were going to be getting Iggy, but instead we got Dr. Piranha Plant. Now here's my attempt at getting Dr. Piranha Plant. He is in the staffing gacha right now. But the thing is, they're doing this daily staffing increase. And today, for some reason, is Fire Luigi. No, of course they would not do Piranha Plant on the day that he's released. That wouldn't make sense at all. And I looked at the schedule, and I believe this is just going on for a week. Then probably after the week, it's going to be a general Doctor increase. But for this week, Dr. Piranha Plant is not featured at all. If he was, I might have considered waiting to get him, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm pretty sure I have 100 diamonds. I think I'm just going to spend them on a automatic referral for Dr. Piranha Plant because I really want to showcase him. I know that kind of ruins my chances of getting Iggy when he comes out, but that's okay. I'm willing to do this for now. Hopefully they will do a Doctor boosted rate for Iggy when he's released. Maybe not. Another thing I want to talk about is that I feel like Iggy was supposed to come out with these levels. I know my predictions, I said I was pretty confident that he would, and now here I am with some egg on my face because he's not in here. But I mean, come on. He must have at some point have meant to become in here. If you look at the backgrounds of every time they add a new character, it's always had the background of the theme of the levels. So, for example, if you looked at Dr. Baby Wario, the background is, of course, the nighttime theme for the carnival. Now, if Piranha Plant was meant to come out with the stages, the background would be the Bowser's Castle, right? Well, it's not. It's just generally Mario. It's just a Mario world. It looks like the first world, basically. That makes no sense. Somehow, Piranha Plant got messed up. Maybe he was supposed to come out last month or last world, and he was delayed. He wasn't ready. And now he's just kind of in the rough here. So I don't know what's going to happen with Iggy. We'll have to wait and see. Another new thing with all these stages is that, as you can see here, bubbles can now be placed without any viruses in them. Ice as well can also be like this. Are there any other things that cover viruses? I don't think so. Obviously blocks already could have no viruses inside of them, but bubbles and ice had never been, to the best of my memory, had never had this before. So that makes for some new styles of levels. You know, there's a lot of different levels they can make with this concept. As you can see here, you know, this one isn't that crazy of an idea, but it is different from anything we've seen, so, you know, technically it is different. And I didn't find it to be too difficult. The bubbles don't really get in your way all that much. There's a lot of ice viruses. I feel like the common theme with the level so far is just ice viruses for some reason. And I don't know if you guys feel like this, but I feel like there have been a lot of annoying stages already. And I've only played 5 of the levels. I plan on playing the other levels with Piranha Plant very quickly after I finish recording this. But man, I had some... Even if they were easy to beat, I just thought they were annoying. And I think that's the case for like all 5 of these. I don't know if I found a single one of these enjoyable, which is really sad. But yeah, just like... The thing about having bubbles and ice without any viruses, it kind of adds to the annoying factor, I feel like. You know, there's no point in clearing them other than just to get to the viruses that are around them. And obviously the blue coins that are behind them in this stage. But before, with the virus inside it felt like you're at least doing something. Now you're just kind of clearing out a space. And I guess the difference between a bubble and just like putting a block over it is that the bubble can fall and move, which is different for sure and can make for some different strategies, especially with those blue coins. But in that stage, really, you had no choice but to just get rid of all the bubbles anyway, so there was really no point, I don't think. But in this one, you have to get all the purple coins before, you don't have to, but you definitely should get all the purple coins that are unlocked right now so that the rest can get unlocked. And obviously these phony viruses are just going to keep getting in your way and be annoying, and I kind of messed up some of my moves in there. But you're just going to want to keep going down these rows, hoping that floating viruses don't get in your way. Here, at least it's nice that this red one lines up here because I just need a red to go in there for that. And I also was able to unlock that lock very early, I guess you can do it whenever you want, but the fact that that red virus went right there next to it allowed me to do it a lot easier for sure. And then we just keep working our way down. This yellow one we're going to have to clear manually with 2 capsules because no floating virus went next to it. And I'm not getting a double yellow, which was sad, but we can just bring down some single yellow capsules. It'll take a little while. Did I mess up? Yeah, I messed up that part as well. That was my bad. I wasn't thinking very clearly. So now I have to get another single yellow capsule. Now down here there's kind of a cluster of things, but if I just hit this blue cannon, all of that will go out of the way. I'm going to want to hit this yellow cannon right after that as well. Sorry, that yellow key. I'm very tired, as you can tell. You're going to want to hit that yellow key right after, and then you can start going for these blue shells. I would probably just hit all the blue shells right away, and then clean up whatever's left. If something's not near a blue shell, like if a floating virus has multiple hits left in it, you could try hitting it and hope that it goes in the line of a blue shell that could hit it for you. Do I need to clarify that they're light blue shells and not regular blue? I don't think that's necessary. And some things like those yellows lining up, I probably should just clear both the yellows at the same time. But also, there's only one yellow virus left on stage, so it doesn't really matter. Somehow I ended up with this one coin all by itself up top, so we're going to have to go back for that. I'm not sure if that's going to happen too often. Obviously a floating virus went up there would make it a lot less annoying to go back and get it. But yeah, I can use my yellows. I used a bunch to stack down here, and I don't think I end up clearing the coin with the yellows, but that would probably be the best choice, is to try to use yellows to do it. And then I just have that final red one down there. Now I think they gave me so much red, I just end up using red. So, there we go. And we had plenty of capsules left over. Now this next one, I believe, yeah, I had to do this one 3 times. On my 3rd time I beat it. And I don't really know what the problem was with the last one. I guess I just learned some things as going through, and was able to implement some of those strategies into my future rounds. Although my main strategy every round was just hitting all these shells right away, there's really no point in not doing it. And if you allow the blocks to be hit to the point where they don't have any coins left in them, the shells cannot go through them. So you might as well get all of these shells done before the blocks are unable to be broken, because that will pretty much waste the shell and waste some free hits on some viruses, especially some of the iced ones that are covered up multiple times. Now I would definitely suggest to bring in Ludwig for this one. And you might think, well, maybe Wendy's a good idea, but she's really not, because once all the shells have been hit, I believe like all the blocks only have 1 hit left in them, and there's at least 1 virus near every block, so there's a guarantee that you're going to hit them all just by clearing the viruses out. And with Ludwig, he doesn't actually clear any viruses until all the ice is off stage, so there's a very small chance that you'll be left with any blocks anyways. So if you bring in Ludwig, as you can see, all these yellow blocks I'm going to have to go through and hit would just not be a problem. Ludwig would have hit them all by now, and I would only have to hit them once. Using a rainbow capsule with a blue on the bottom as well is also a very good strategy. Or if you get a double blue, just get the blue out of the way. It's also just nice to get rid of those blues while you still use yellows to use as a platform. If you get a double blue, that's really the best way to go. And then, like you can see here, since I used all the shells, all of the blocks are done. Obviously I have this one left, but now that one is done as well. And I just have these viruses left, and that's it. So I had quite a lot of capsules left. I was way over the amount that I needed. Probably didn't need to bring in point boosting assistance because I just got that much. So yeah, that one went really well. Again, it took a couple of tries, but it went well after that. Now this one, again, it took me two tries, but that's because I didn't realize that the whole bottom row is basically just cannons. So all you're doing is hitting the viruses, not worrying about any of the other blocks, and going straight down to the bottom and hitting those cannons. And just only aiming for the cannons basically, because they will clear everything above it. Everything is only going to take 1 hit. Obviously the crates take more hits, but you don't need to clear the crates. The blocks is the only thing you need to hit, and they each only take 1 hit. So they give you a double red right off the bat. That gives you that first one. Oh, I was wondering, is this supposed to be in the shape of something? Because it really doesn't look like anything. I got really lucky round here where this middle section is basically wide open for me. When the first time I played, it was not that nice. And I doubt it'll be that nice for you as well. But who knows? Maybe it'll be even better. But yeah, I was able to get down here really, really quickly. And once I start clearing some of the stuff out, you can already see some of the cannons are popping up. I'm pretty sure I didn't get a single blue cannon as well. I don't know. I think the colors of the cannons are random, but I don't remember. I feel like there's got to be a chance that you get blue cannons, but I'm pretty sure they're only red and yellow. Yeah, they definitely were only red and yellow. Maybe it is, oh, it was only red and yellow, which in that case, the corners were both all red for me, and then the other two were yellow cannons. Now when you get to this point, this yellow one in the middle, this yellow virus, I will have to clear manually, but everything else is just going to get cleared by the cannons that are in these two blocks in the bottom corner. So we're just going to bring down whatever we can and break it open. And I use this red one here to clear this, thinking that I'd probably get a color other than red, but it was red again. Now we do end up getting a double red, so it works out really. And then I get a few extra points over there, which was not necessary at all. And the cannon clears the final two blocks. So you can see all those crates there were not necessary to break through because the cannons did it for me. And yeah, your first time around, you probably will either barely make it just because you're not sure what's going on, and you get lucky, or you have what happens to me and just barely don't make it and have to try it again. Now this one, I wasted so many lives just trying to play. The game suggested I play as Baby Mario, and legitimately I did get close with Baby Mario, but he is a terrible character to bring in, especially when compared to Fire Rosalina, who I think is probably definitively the best character to bring in here. If you don't know what she does, she breaks a pretty wide square, especially when you ever level up more, of area, and completely gets rid of everything in that area. So all the barrels are gone, all the ice viruses are gone, all the coins are gone. With the sheer amount of barrels and ice viruses, you know, if you bring in Ludwig, then you're left with a bunch of arrows. If you bring in Lemmy, you're left with way too many ice viruses. I don't think you can even beat this one with Wario. Let me know if you beat it with Wario. But my strategy was the same every time when I brought in Dr. Baby Mario, and it's no exception here. It's just the fact that, like, look at that area that got cleared by Fire Rosalina. She completely got rid of all of that. That was usually the section that ruined me on runs with Dr. Baby Mario. And if you're having trouble on this one, I'm sure you're also having trouble with that section. But with Fire Rosalina, there's no problem at all. Please, save yourself some time and bring in Fire Rosalina if you have her. Now here I mess up quite a bit. I keep doing really stupid things down here, and I don't know why. Fire Rosalina clears out that corner. For some reason I put that blue there. It's just terrible because I was saving that space for a yellow to go into. Now I'm just all messed up. So now I just kind of bring this blue over and set it down, waiting to just get rid of those yellows. So we get this red, and then we bring down a yellow as quickly as we can, putting the yellow in there. Now we start bringing some blues into the corner, and you're basically just repeating this process with whichever colors they give you. Unless you have Fire Rosalina, of course, which in that case she breaks that section for you and you don't have to do it. And the final section I have left is these coins up top, very easy to clear. Again, if you had trouble with this one, I'm sure you know the agonies. I know the agonies. I empathize with you. But please, bring in Fire Rosalina. That is all for now. Very soon we'll have a showcase of Piranha Plant, so I hope you enjoy that. Thank you for watching. I will see you then. Goodbye.